Hey everybody, welcome to the community call this week. It's a super exciting week with Astro 2.0 just released. So I'm super excited to dive into what we've been doing. We've got some lovely slides as always. Awesome. Here we go. Today is the very last day of January 2023. We're headed into February. Got some very exciting breaking news as always. Astro V2 has finally arrived. Just want to give a huge shout out to everybody that contributed. You really made an awesome tool, and we're super excited to share it with you all. So thank you. So V2 is probably our most exciting release yet. We've got content collections, hybrid rendering, Vite 4, new error overlays, and a whole bunch more. So let's jump into it. Content collections is probably the headline feature of this release. The first type-safe Markdown API for a major framework. Given all of the excitement around this, all the effort Ben has put in, it's just been absolutely incredible to see the reception. And we've got a couple demos of this feature, so we can take a look. Here's a little demo. Everything here is typed, and we're getting our content out, rendering it as a component, but everything is type safe, which is super cool. And the other thing is this. So we can actually type your front matter. We'll get optional things. We'll get dates. And this is all powered by Zod. It's a really awesome developer experience. So super excited for this. The reception's been awesome so far, but excited for y'all to try it out. Hybrid rendering is another amazing feature we've talked about quite a bit in the release run-up, but this is the middle ground. Can I render static and dynamic content at the same one? So we released a blog post where we chatted a bit more about what went into this, but we basically had to revamp our build process. So this was an early static build process where we bundle everything. We do a two-stage build. So the first pass gives us our server output and a client manifest, and then we bundle that for client-side JavaScript, and the server we execute to generate HTML. The server-side rendering process that we introduced in Astro 1.0 was a bit similar, but instead of executing the server JavaScript, we would actually pass it to an adapter and get a runtime ready server.js bundle. So with hybrid rendering, we have to do kind of all of this at once. So it was a big revamp of our build process. We are emitting a server runtime ready chunk. We are pre-rendering stuff, building that to HTML, and we're also building our client-side stuff. So if you want to learn more, there's a blog post on our blog. Here is a very cool, quick demo. This is from Tom, and we are seeing our pre-rendered routes here with a third-party integration. So this is all ready to go and be integrated with your platform, which is super exciting. And it never hits your server. Amazing. Improved HMR is another headline feature. We've been super hard at work improving a ton of HMR on our side, and this comes with a ton of internal improvements, so we are quite pleased with it at this point. Vite 4.0 is another big headline feature. This is a major change, brings us in line with Rollup 3, I believe. And this is more of an internal upgrade, but just an awesome stability improvement, performance improvements, things like that. Bjorn Liu, who is part of the Astro core team and also part of the Vite core team, did a phenomenal job shepherding in a lot of changes here, upstream to Vite and also Rollup that landed in Vite 4. So we are super excited, super happy to have Blue on the team with us. Another awesome thing that we've talked about here a bit, we just launched our new public roadmap process. So we're going to chat about that a bit more at the end, but this is a super exciting update. Should be more open, more community involvement. We're really pumped about it. So right now it's looking a little empty. We are going to be filling this up with community feature requests and things like that. We're really excited to get the ball rolling on this and have a much more public way to know where Astro is headed. If you haven't read our launch, I would highly suggest you check it out. The 2.0 release on our blog post. Fred did a great job with this launch. We also put out some deep dives on content collections and hybrid rendering specifically. So, yeah, go check out our blog. And some updates here. We are already at 2.0.4. That's just how it goes with major releases like this. So tons of internal improvements. And let's dive into the release announcements. We've got hybrid rendering updates. So our adapters should be all good to go. The Cloudflare adapter is now supporting pre-rendering. Pre-rendered routes are added to your underscore routes.json file, so they will not hit your workers. Content collections, we've got some updates as well. There's a new supported front matter value called slug. This is kind of like a permalink in other frameworks. This replaces the previous slug collection option from the 1 dot whatever betas of this. So if you were using content collections before, be sure to upgrade. But this is the new way to do this, and we're pretty excited about this. It'll override your generated slug for this particular page. So you can see with the get entry by slug function how we're using this here. Get entry by slug itself has been updated. So previously it was called get entry, just a little more explicit now that it is actually by the slug property. This improves our support with dynamic routes, especially in SSR, so that you can map your ID directly to a post. So if you were using the slug option before, make sure you update and move this custom slug into your post itself. This was some performance concerns and other reasons. This is kind of a late change, but we are ultimately pretty happy with it being a front matter value. The RSS update has also landed for 2.0, so be sure to upgrade your RSS integration. This has a built-in schema. If you're using content collections, that's a pretty nice update for consistency. So you can import the RSS schema and pass it along with your content collections. So this will make sure you've got all the right properties ready to generate an RSS feed. We have also removed the automatic import.meta.glob handling in RSS. So you have to import this pages glob to RSS items and manually update your items here. So this honestly simplifies things a lot from our end. It's a very helpful thing and makes us rely a little less on the behavior of import.meta.glop. The Svelte integration has been upgraded. So now the Svelte config file is actually required if you're using TypeScript. So this is going to help a lot with IDE auto completion. You basically need this svelte.config file now, and you pass in the Vite preprocess. We've updated our Remark and Rehype stuff so that Remark and Rehype plugins can actually access your user front matter, which is really exciting. There's some really powerful things that this unlocks. Our Netlify adapter has added support for on-demand builders, which is really exciting. So I would definitely check that out. Those are serverless functions that can basically do a build process for you. And then it's cached on Netlify's Edge CDN. Definitely check out the Netlify docs for more information on on-demand builders, but this is something we're super excited to support. There are some updates to our language tools as well. So we have been working on this pre-release. We have some polish from Erica. Basically, you'll get an actual helpful error if you haven't run Astro Sync. And then we've also fixed Astro commands being visible when you're not in an Astro project. And you can switch to the pre-release by clicking on the switch to pre-release button in your VS Code. So if you haven't done that, we encourage you to try it out. We're excited to make it the default soon, but are still collecting feedback on that. While you're there, we also happen to have a official Houston theme. So if you want Houston in your VS Code, you can download this. It's a pretty fun one. And it comes with its own custom branded theme. Let's chat about some of the PRs in the Astro repo. We've got 82% of our PRs merged in the past month, 70% of our open issues being closed, and a whole bunch of stuff from V2. So 36 contributors this week. That's super exciting to see. With 195 commits on all of our branches. So it's been very busy over here, and we're super excited to see it. This is for January, which we're now at the end of. We've had a ton of activity here as well. 178 pull requests. That's wild. 90% of PRs from 50 contributors, and the number of active issues that have been closed is like 75% of them. So there's a ton of activity, and we love to see it. Super busy. But let's chat about some of those specific contributions. So I believe 17 PRs from 12 people. We've got hey, updating magic string. Thank you for that. We've got Junya Kono, a small fix for the way that config.site works. We always said we didn't touch that, and Junya is making sure that that is true. So thank you so much. Rishi also jumped in here, fixing trailing slashes for Party Town stuff. So Rishi's been an awesome contributor. We totally appreciate you jumping in and helping out with Astro, as always. The Otter Lord also jumping in here, adding headless support for Create Astro. So that you can run it without being interactive. That is super cool. We've got a -y or --yes command, so definitely give that a shot. Mustafa, or as we know him, Happy Dev, has come and fixed something with the content collection. So spaces in the file name are always a pain. Cross system paths are always a pain. So definitely thank you so much for jumping in and fixing this. You can now use spaces as you expect. Another PR from the happiest dev around. We are now fixing a regression with the Tailwind integration, so huge thanks there. Another PR, we've got a refactor of our image and picture component props so that these are better supported in IDEs. So thank you for that. And the fourth and best PR, in my opinion, is adding a theme toggle to our error overlay. So thank you so much for this. I know people will appreciate having dark and light mode at their fingertips for that. So thank you, Mustafa, as always. Here it is in action, switching between light and dark mode. Awesome. Chris Banford had a awesome fix here to check in Create Astro if a Git directory was there. And if there is, you're just going to skip the Git question. Huge PR from Safa Chanda, which was around for quite a while, and we super appreciate this getting in. So this updates all of our readmes for consistency with our integration. So thank you so much for that. Roy Eden helped reverse the decision that we made to disable auto prefixer in dev. So thank you for bringing this back. We are glad that y'all raised that this is a problem, so we fixed it. Auto prefixer in dev is back if you're using Tailwind. So if you run into any other problems, definitely let us know and we'll fix it right away. Juan Miguel Guerrero helped add on-demand builders to Netlify, so thank you so much for that awesome feature. We're super excited about this one. Wulin Shang has always been helping out in Astro recently, so we really appreciate it. Here's a fix for our code component using custom themes. Thanks so much for that. And Angus re-enabled Cloudflare streaming, so thank you for that. At the end of the year, Cloudflare enabled streaming on their platform, so that's supported in Astro now as well. Our good friend Yaroslav came in with a quick typo fix in the Astro integration, so thank you so much for that, Jay Larkey. Hi Dio helped fix the Astro.url protocol when we were using HTTPS in dev, so thanks for that. Actually, I think this was in production, so even more important fix. Thank you. This was another big one. So allowing children passed as props to a React component. So this was a gnarly bug that definitely needed a fix, and thank you so much for jumping in. A third PR from Hideo. They fixed MDX headings so that they are statically generated from the front matter if that is possible. So this is a really cool quality of life improvement. Thank you so much. All right, we got the support squad. Fuzzy, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, I'm here. Whoop,
Heck
whoop,
yeah.
support squad. Oh, yeah. This week there's, well, it's a summary between the last 2 weeks of the heroes. So this week there is 7 to go through. First and foremost, Erica has been actually crushing it in the support squad. She always has been, especially over the launch week and the past number of weeks. She's especially being more active and more engaging. And it's been really great to see the number of people unblocked. Around the table, you got Surgeed, you got Bryce Guy, Autolord, Wasvila, just Platin in the support squad. I want to give a shout out to No Way That Worked and Autolord. They've been working fantastically together to make a Astro Auth package that works with server-side rendering, and it's just fantastic to see the collaboration that these two guys have went through, especially from a support squad thread to end completion and having an NPM package out there for us. It was just amazing to watch. So huge shout out and thank yous to all you all.
Amazing. Do we have a celebratory GIF? We
Of
sure
course you do. Me and all my friends.
Awesome. One more exciting thing to chat about in the community realm. We had
Indeed.
our
Do you want to do this?
yeah, I mean we can tag team it. I'm cool with that. So our community awards, if you don't know, there's a thing we do every once in a while, which is distribute our open collective funds back to the community. We had a whole bunch of winners, so we're super excited to be able to give
20,
back a little bit. And
23 winners, sorry, Nate. 23 winners received a share of the 8,500 dividend that was on offer.
that's incredible. So we've got Happy Dev Mustafa with $1,000. Thank you so much for everything you've done over the past year. We really appreciate having you around. We've got Interstellar Astronauts with 500. We've got Wasfila, Bryce Guy, Lloyd, Hippo, Kevin, Jan, and Rishi. So thank you so much for everything you've done. Tons of activity in support and docs and all over the place. So we appreciate y'all so much. Fuzzy, why don't you close us out?
Oh, thank you. This next one was because we had so much to share, we could share so much to a lot of people. So from the top, we had Kyokusi, Dreyfus, Zaid, TC, Anthony Okiki, Mididev, right? Who Chris Pennington, Shaf, Mahoyman, Airborne, Daniel, Juan from the Vercel integration, Elian, the Astro Ambassador, Julian Cataldo, the French chef in the kitchen, Marcus Lamoro from Needlebot. There's every one of them has played such a key role over the past year in their own ways, helping to shape Astro and just look after the community and just add a lot of value. And for that, I was so delighted to be able to share something to them as well for their efforts over the past year. So thank you very much, guys. It was amazing.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all the winners. We're super excited to have you be part of the Astro community. So thanks so much. And we're super glad we got to do this. So thanks, Fuzzy.
Thank you, Nate.
Of course. Sarah, how's it going over in Docksland?
Well, looks like they just finished working on the electrical pole outside the house, so I think we're safe.
Great timing.
I think we made it. Yeah, so whenever you have a big version release, you're gonna find some bugs, you're gonna find some little things. And the same is true in docs. So this is the 24 hours of launch, 40 merged pull requests in the 24 hours surrounding launch. I think we launched content collections, and less than an hour later, I had 2 PRs to that page in docs. So you know what? We're reading it, we're in it, we're trying it. That's great. That means everybody's on it. And I think if we go to the next, oh, this is the month. Yeah, so it was a busy month because, of course, preparing for a new version means lots of new docs preps. So, I mean, it's always busy in docs, right? It's me, it's Chris, it's Jan, it's Hippo, it's Ben, it's all our translators, all our contributors helping out, getting ready for the launch. I want to move ahead because I want to see that big number 11. So we can go to 11. I'll get back to that one. So this was part of that 24 hours, that 40 PRs merged. 11 of them were first time contributors to the docs repo. That means these were people who were trying out Astro, going to our docs, trying to figure out how to use content collections. Amazing. And it really took all of us trying to keep up with the puns here with with everything. So here we go. So it was a big launch day for Astro. It was a big launch day for docs too. Sometimes it feels like docs gets to, or the dev gets to push a button, and then docs is like, okay, bring it. We're on guard. We're ready here. Um,
There was
one
another
thing.
exciting first-time contributor.
Oh yes, Nate. How about? Would you like to speak here?
Sure. So Rich Harris jumped in. We have a migrating to Astro from Svelte kit page, and Rich had some awesome feedback and worked with Chris and Sarah to update that doc a little bit. So we're so happy you felt like contributing. Really tons of thanks. I love open source collaboration like that. So thanks, Rich.
Thanks, Rich. So we'll pause on this one a little bit. I mean, this is, Jan, our translators. And Jan really does a big job setting up our translating team. Single-handedly, we could have these entire docs in Brazilian Portuguese, thanks to Jan. But our other translators, the one slide that sort of got skipped earlier, which is fine. I want to describe what also happened on launch day, which was, here we go, which is kind of incredible. This is what we do in the docs repo. You can see that these PRs are titled I18N and then a language. So our translators, so invaluable to us, are often playing catch up. So we make a change to our English docs, and then we have systems and processes in a way for the translators to see, oh, this page needs updating. So this was our first experiment. I mean, sure, why not experiment with a V2 launch, right? Where we told the translators ahead of time, these are the changes we are going to make to the landing page of docs in English. And we, admittedly, we only told them the night before. And we said, if you want to get a PR ready to merge to match this translation, we'll merge them all together. We'll merge them all at once. You can see our little tag here, merge on release. And of our 7 non-English languages, 5 of them did prepare PRs with like less than 12 hours notice. And this is what we spent launch day doing, was the English docs merged. We had an updated page for V2. Then we went language by language. And what's so amazing, what we love, is that we have maintainers representing a wide range of our languages. So Chris and I took care of making sure that, okay, the English, the structure's in, we merge it, and then we let each of our translating maintainers be responsible for merging their own PR to get the landing page for docs in their language merged immediately to match the English one, to be ready for V2, to be able to say, yes, V2, here's our upgrade guide, here's the post. So that was an experiment, and it worked so well, and we are so happy for the contributors who joined in and for so many people to be a part of this. Yay! And then, of course, we got Jan again, because, I mean, you can't get through the docs repo without seeing Jan there.
I do apologize. I think there might be some slides duplicated. Yeah, we're back to translations.
Duplicate anything, then you duplicate Jan and our translators, because they are putting it in. This is Chris's handiwork for devising a nicer way for the translators to look and see, hey, how is my language doing? How many pages are done? What needs updating? What is completely missing? And if anyone out there is watching this and is not currently a translator for us and has that ability and would like to get involved, you can see we still got some white squares here. We got some orange squares. There's stuff that can be done. Yes, and then this is what Docs worked hard to do over the last few weeks, was this upgrade guide. So we will shout out, if your project isn't upgraded to Docs version 2, upgrade to version 2. upgrade all your integrations to the latest version to make sure they work with Astro 2. I've been stalking and monitoring tweets, and I'm so happy to see lots of people saying, hey, it took me like 5 minutes to upgrade. It took me 30 seconds to upgrade. So while there are breaking changes and there are new features you're probably not using yet, we hope this was not a very breaking change, but we've laid it all out here, everything that should be breaking, so you can just jump in. And ideally, if anything went awry, we hope we've got it covered. And if we didn't, let us know. We'll fix the guide. Happy to continually celebrate It's Our Translators. So here's the new little blurb on the docs landing page. Version 2 is here. See the announcement post. Hit the upgrade guide.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Sarah. There was another little thing we wanted to chat about, which was the rise of Houston. So,
and I will defer to Nate on this. We had some yes, we had an intense week. It's quite a few of us in the Discord dealing with this. Docs is thrilled with how it turned out, but I'm going to pass this over to Nate.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I think this is a tweet from Fred. So Fred and I built this Houston AI chat bot at houston.astro.build. In a week we threw this together, but just a huge shout out, because the only reason it works at all is because of the amazing docs team. And it's fared very well. Our docs answer questions in a very clear and consistent way, so that's the reason this chatbot can do it too. So Sarah, Chris, the whole team of docs contributors, thank you so much for sharing all of your knowledge. And yeah, this is a little preview of houston.astro.build. So you can ask questions in natural language and get an answer directly from our docs with links to our docs. We're very excited to use this to improve our documentation and find gaps in things that we might not be covering, but you have questions about. Whew, that was a lot. And we've got a little bit more. We've got some catch up on streams. So if you missed all the excitement from Astro V2, here's where you can find more and relive the past week. So we've got our Astro 2.0 launch event on Twitter, hosted by the wonderful Cassadoo. 4,000 people tuned in, so this was a super fun chat with the core team. Definitely go find it on Twitter if you want to catch up on all of that stuff. JS Party with Nick and Kevin. They brought on Fred to talk about Astro V2 and share some deeper insights into Astro and what we're building here. So definitely go give that a listen on JS Party. Chris Pennington has this phenomenal Astro 2.0 content collections deep dive. So this is a super fun tutorial. Definitely go check that out. Chris did such a good job with this video, and it's a really fun watch if you want to learn about content collections. Oh, we got another awesome video from Jack Harrington. It was a super well balanced review of Astro V2. I heard there's some hot takes in this one, so definitely go check it out. Learn with Jason, our friend Jason Langsdorff, made an awesome video diving into our type safe markdown approach with Zod. So this is another super exciting deep dive on content collections. Definitely go check that out. And I think that is it for our updates this week. We're going to chat a bit about our roadmap now. So we've got this new Astro roadmap. Let me pull it up so we can talk about it. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, the new Astro roadmap. We were super excited to launch this with V2. The exciting thing we're going to be doing is using issues to organize this. So it's empty right now, but we have tons of discussions in here, and we're going to be going through these and seeing what we can accept of all of these awesome community uh, suggestions for features. And then from that, we will have this very helpful board where you can see the um, status of everything we're doing. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to wrap the video recording here, and then we'll chat about this more at the community call. So if you want to be part of this discussion, definitely come join us in the community call. We do it every week. So thanks so much. Go check out Astro V2. Really appreciate it.